So today I finally decided that I'm going to be quitting making mods for Hypixel and Hypixel Skyblock, and in this video I'm going to be explaining why. I'm preferably not going to be cutting anything out of this video, as I want it to stay completely truthful. So I know the background footage may be kind of dull, but I'm just going to be deleting all of the features for Hypixel inside of my newest mod, Matthew TGM's Hytilities. And that's because I don't really see a reason why I should add features for a server that I honestly don't really support in the slightest, and that obviously doesn't support me. So it started about a month or two ago, where it was just the occasional comment about me or another Hypixel or Minecraft player named Xander. So Xander is another mod developer that is fairly known in the community for making questionable mods, meaning bannable mods. Whereas I've been trying to stay to myself with my mods, possibly advertising where possible, and just interacting with the Hypixel and Skier community. So on one particular day, one of the Skier community members, I can't remember what their name was, but they decided that I'm a misogynist, which I wouldn't necessarily say is true. Having a preference for men isn't misogyny by definition. I can look up misogyny right now on the video and give it in-depth definition from, like, I don't really care what website I would be getting it from. But ultimately, having a preference for men or guys is definitely not misogyny. But that's getting a bit off topic. The Skier LLC community decided that I was misogynistic, and I made a semi-inappropriate joke. Speaking of people like Tenebris and Master G Berry, the ex-owner of the Badline client, who were both exposed for being child predators or pedophiles and sexually assaulting people. And one of the admins of the Skier LLC server took offense to that, as they were a victim to sexual assault, and I completely disregarded that, as I did not know that at the time. And I called them a snowflake for being offended about something that does not affect them right now or at any point. So they very quickly banned me and treated me as if I was a lesser human being because I said such a thing and because I was making jokes like that. So they slandered me, to put it lightly. They made comments and I think doctored screenshots of me saying homophobic and extremely sexual things to random people in servers, or mainly in the Skier LC server. And it just, I don't understand why there was absolutely no point in doing that, like, at all. And they completely threw it out of the water and onto a beach somewhere, because they very quickly started spreading this misinformation to other servers. And meanwhile, I was getting more acquainted with the Skytilities mods community. So Skytilities is another Hypixel Skyblock mod, which well, as the name suggests, it adds a ton of useful utilities to your game for Hypixel Skyblock. And one of the admins heard about some of the misinformation or found me rude or annoying. I honestly don't know of which they actually got, but they decided to ban me and spread something, I don't even know what, to multiple other servers like the Danker Skyblock mod server and a ton of other Hypixel Skyblock servers. And I was banned from nearly every single one and blocked by most, if not all, staff members in said servers. And of course, that deeply affected my reputation in the Hypixel community, simply because I made one mistake when speaking to a staff member in Skier LLC. Although almost none of the information being shared was true, and almost all of it was completely slanderous. So, a few people that have been trying to help me to get the word out about all of this slanderous behavior are actually members of the Skier LLC server. And they really have been trying, and I can't thank them more, as they've really helped to, I don't know, how lift things up and stop all of this slanderous behavior from flourishing into whatever it was going to flourish into. So most of that is why I'm quitting Hypixel mod development and deleting nearly every single mod that I've ever made on Hypixel. If you didn't know, and you just found my channel through this video, I've been making Hypixel mods for about a year now, and it was fun up until that part with Skier LLC, and I even made multiple apologies to that admin, and they refused to accept it, and continued spreading this slanderous information, misinformation even. And I'm done. I was thinking of filing something like a cease and desist order against all of the people who have been doing this, maybe, I don't know, forwarding it to them or something like that, but apparently it's been done before and it doesn't really help at all. So I've just decided that I'm leaving this community. It's honestly disgusting. The Hypixel community is one of the worst. Everyone is either brain dead or extremely toxic. Like, I don't know. Let's get some examples. Hypixel Skyblock scammers, Bed Wars snipers, Sky Wars snipers, nearly everyone who plays duels, with the constant racism, homophobia, and transphobia that spreads across the server, and the admins do nothing about it. It's honestly some of the most disgusting behavior I've ever seen on a Minecraft server. And the admins need to try better. So hopefully that should be everything inside of this mod that was related to Hypixel, which is now removed. If you were worried about my other mod, Skyblock Bonus, made for Hypixel Skyblock, that mod is open source and on my GitHub, my GitHub organization. If you want the latest beta, you can download it from the dev branch. I'd like to thank you for watching this full video, and I apologize for anything that happens or that's been happening, because I'm leaving the community.